I'm pretty certain that if you're watching my reels, whether that's on business tips, whether it's on coaching, or as I'm talking about at the moment in terms of unlocking potential, through performance, one thing I'm pretty certain is you're not lazy. You're not lazy. You might feel that you're lazy. You may feel that you're stuck. You may feel that you're not getting to where you want to get to. You may feel that you get distracted or you procrastinate. The challenge is not so much about uh, uh, whether or not you feel that you're letting yourself down. It's whether your actions align to the goal that you set yourself or to the outcome that you're setting yourself. You know, if you want to be I mean, let's take the cliche, the dead simple focus is always going to be fitness, losing weight, that type of thing. And the reason that's often an easy one is because there's so much talk about it. There's so much nutritional stuff you can do. There's so much fitness you can do. There's so much education out there. And all that stuff is fantastic. And I promote it all. And I would suggest go learn all that stuff. But the intention, does it align with the actions that you then commit to? So in that case, are you doing the physical activity, whatever is relevant for you to do? Are you um, you know, understanding nutrition and eating healthily, or does life get in the way? Does life get in the way, and actually you let yourself off the hook, or you kind of you make excuses, or there's something else that you blame, or one of the obvious ones is that you just end up in denial. When you start to really align your actions with your intent, magic happens. I think that's why they probably call, there's a whole premise on this called The Secret, which yeah, great book, bunch of bullshit. It's not a secret. There's nothing secretive about the fact that the way that you think. And I think if you go back to one of my earlier videos, I mentioned it in there that most people, will determine what they can't do, won't do. They use the negative language rather than the positive. But most of that is because that is just the way life presents itself. Can't do that, won't do that, not going to do that, rather than just flipping that. And suddenly your attention and your intention starts to shift. Your attention to the language you use starts to shift. The intentions that you then drive from it start to shift. Then it's about that alignment of your actions to your intention. So let's use the metaphor of having a patio that is strewn with with weeds. No amount of positive thought is going to remove the weeds. You can sit there and ah and all you want and kind of look at that patio really positively, visualizing what it's going to look like when none of the weeds are there. But unless you get in your hands and knees and start picking them out, they ain't gonna go anywhere. Nothing's gonna happen. So what does that look like for you? Right now, today, what action could you take that would align to something that has deep meaning to where you want to get to and what you want to achieve? Whether that's in life or business, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. Now, the point here, why I'm talking about this, that's my job as a coach. That's my job. That's what my passion in life is to help people unlock their potential, is to help them to determine where they want to get to and what it is that they want to achieve. And so if you wonder, what coaching is all about, at the very, very root, that's it. It is about unlocking potential. It's about raising awareness. It's about creating responsibility. You become responsible. You align your actions with your intentions. And you start to do the shit that you need to do and you need to, commit to. And ultimately, you take full ownership. Now, if I'm able to do that with folk in terms of just creating that awareness, creating their responsibility, and ultimately, allowing them to take full ownership. And that ownership, by the way, can be of what you do and what you don't do. Then that's a pretty cool thing, don't you think?